What up, YouTube? YouTube. So I made this video real quick. At least it's only going to be maybe 3 minutes. So I want to clarify my video I made prior to this, right? People seemed confused about my amazing logic, right? About what you don't use, you lose, right? Check this out. Any human in ancient times, or not so ancient times, let's just use an example of the year 1300. It's the year 1300. I have the right, and you have the right to move around, travel, and explore. Exploration is a good thing, right? We explore, we find new things, we discover new things. We discover land, we discover lakes. We just we want to create and build, and we get out there, we migrate, we move around. You have that right. I have that right. So it's the year 1300. I'm sitting here in Spain, living in Spain. Hey, we developed some nice boats or ships that are durable and can sail places, and we can explore. That's a good, positive thing. Nobody done anything wrong. Now, if I travel to another continent, which is just earth and land nobody owns. If I travel to Africa, land on a shore, dock myself, and I just see thousands of acres of vast, empty land and wilderness, nobody fucking around. As a human being, I have a right to set up camp right there, put my motherfucking tent up, find some food and forage, whatever, get my girl off, and we kick it and set up camp. Start a family, whatever. This is empty, barren land. Nobody owns it. There's no rules and no laws. As a human, we have that right. Especially in ancient times or not so ancient times. Right? Now, I said it. Am I wrong? No. So this kind of logic people just didn't get or understand and didn't fully think about. So I set up in a wilderness somewhere as a natural man who's grown. Can't nobody tell me nothing. And we set up camp. Now, what's wrong is if I venture out further and I find some other humans residing or living here. If I begin to fuck with them or kill them, then I'm wrong. But going to an open, barren land and setting up camp is not wrong. You see what I'm saying? So, I gave another example of South Africans in South Africa. Now, if you just really look into it, when they were exploring and began doing business, and they set up on empty fucking barren land that was kind of no one around. Now, further out, they run into people, do deals in business. The Dutch. They had every right to go to any continent, any of these 7 continents, and move around. You got the right to go anywhere and move around. Especially if there's no rules, laws, and regulations at this time period. Now, once you set up camp and someone comes fucking with you, and you fuck them up, cut their head off, good. Leave you alone. So, I had to rethink a lot of things because sometimes when we really think about it, Black Americans who have an identity crisis and is mad at the institution of slavery, and rightfully so, uh, um, have kind of demonized exploration and exploring. And then they never really thought about how the continental Africans, even prior to Arabs or prior to a white boy, was getting around on land and invading neighbors in other tribes. Oh, they was tribal and banging. So how do you think Asante tribe got big? They was invading smaller tribes, taking captives and enslaving people for thousands and thousands of years. They've done this before the white man and the Arab. And they would invade another tribe's area and land and take over. And then they get bigger as a tribe because they took on more people. Everywhere in ancient times, white, Asian, Native American, Arab, Berber, everybody, Africans, everybody participated in slavery. Whether they enslaved or got enslaved. Everybody, bar none. I'm over it. It's just that yours was more recent. But we all did it. That's just the reality. So just clarification of my post. People can get around and explore and move around and set up camp wherever the fuck they want if there's no rules and laws. A lot of people just get mad because they lost the war. Another people were more highly advanced. Let's just be honest. Was more advanced, more scientifically literate, and they ran shit. I'm out.